Every morning at 5, the woman woke up on the dot. Though her eyes were still heavy with sleep, her movements were precise and practiced. She shaved off the tiny hairs on her body, then wrapped her locks around a curling iron, sculpting soft waves as if she were chiseling a flawless piece of art. But this perfection wasn't for herself. It all started with one complaint from her boyfriend: "You look too worn out without makeup." From then on, she learned to bury her exhaustion under foundation, patching herself up with heavy makeup and eye masks to fit the version of her he wanted, forgetting what it even meant to be her true self. His control seeped into every corner of her life. He promoted a sugar-free lifestyle, so she never dared touch sweets, though he himself indulged without guilt. He belittled her career, drove a wedge between her and her closest friends, and banned her from speaking with other men. Under his constant manipulation, her independence and judgment slowly eroded away. One time, she secretly joined 2 lifelong girlfriends at a country cabin to celebrate her 35th birthday. On the road there, she felt light and carefree for the first time in ages. But the chime of text notifications pulled her back. Her boyfriend's constant demands for updates forced her to keep sending him photos. At the party, when she spoke about loyalty and love, meaning cutting off all contact with men, her friends were stunned. Later, they argued when her girlfriends teased her about her style never changing in 10 years. Upset, she wanted to leave, but her black friend urged her to stay. This trip mattered. Yet the next morning, haunted by her boyfriend's warnings to stay away from them, she still left with the search party. When she returned, weighed down with gloom, she tried to vent by chopping wood. While baking cinnamon rolls, her friend poured in sugar, and when she objected, they snapped back that her diet was unbalanced. Breaking down, she grabbed a fistful of dried blueberries and shoved them into her mouth. The moment her boyfriend realized she'd lied, her old habit of pulling at her hair flared up in panic. Her friends tried to help, taking her paddleboarding, encouraging her to let go. But when an earring slipped into the lake, she nearly risked drowning to recover it, terrified her boyfriend would be angry. Even when her friends questioned her toxic relationship, she instinctively defended him. Only later did she apologize, admitting she didn't want to go home. On her birthday, the 3 of them finally let loose. She laughed freely, bold and radiant for the first time. But then, her boyfriend showed up. She scrambled to fix her makeup as he took charge, criticizing her over dinner until she apologized again, only to be guilt-tripped further. That night, he ordered her to pack and leave at dawn. The next morning, her friends tried to stop her, but she looked away, guilt and fear clouding her eyes. As she sat in the car, watching them fade in the rearview mirror, her boyfriend ranted at cyclists blocking the road. Suddenly, her black friend appeared with a hammer, smashing the rear window. The woman climbed out, clutching the hammer, heart torn. She was telling her, without words, "If you don't want to go, we'll protect you." When her boyfriend flew into a rage, she didn't back down this time. Her friends stood by her, blocking his violence. Left with no control, he tried coaxing, pretending, manipulating, but her friends confronted him, spitting out the words, "She doesn't want to go home." Defeated, he tossed her luggage aside and drove off. The suffocating game of love as control was finally over. With her friends by her side, the woman took her first shaky steps toward rebuilding herself. And at last, she understood, real love should be easy, and allow you to be unapologetically yourself.